Hello and welcome to Midget Cast. We're doing another special episode related to Avengers Infinity War. It is the after party or after show. So we're just running off the high of Infinity War. I'm Paramveer.
I'm Usman.
And we're going to attack Infinity War, but we've got spoilers in this episode. We weren't supposed to have spoilers in this episode, but we put the no spoiler episode
in the last one.
Yeah, the last mini episode we did. So if you haven't seen that, then go watch that if you want to, I don't know. But do not watch any further if you don't want to know spoilers for the film.
Yep.
So turn off right now and come back and watch it later. But we're going to be discussing spoilers for the film.
Spoilers, yeah.
So we've already established we loved it. I loved it.
So good.
It was so good. It was so good. Genuinely.
They did stuff. I didn't think they would go as far as they did.
Okay.
I
know what you mean.
Like when he snapped his finger at the end, I was like, what?
I loved your reactions because I saw it first.
Right.
You saw it second. I saw it with you though when you watched it the second time. So I just loved watching your reactions constantly. Like every time something would happen, I would know what would happen, but you would react like really shocked. It was I just loved it. It was. But my favorite thing is in the last 15 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
Everyone in the cinema is deadly silent.
Yeah.
And it's so good. I don't know how
no one's moving.
Apparently I asked Ryan, he said that everyone there was screaming no constantly, but both times I've watched it,
right. It was dead
everyone in the cinema, it was no one was picking up popcorn, no one was talking, no one was moving, everyone was sitting absolutely still watching it for the final 15 minutes of the film, and that's what you want.
You want that
the shocked atmosphere. You do. Yeah, it's just, it adds to it, and then it's just the way it just ends as well on the sad note. And I agree with you. You said that you were happy that it ended with the bad guy winning.
Yeah, because it's.
No other film.
We've seen that in Civil War, kind of. With Zemo winning, saying he wanted to break up the Avengers.
Yeah, but then when he gives him the phone at the end,
this actually has consequences.
Yes, yeah. I was gonna say he gives him the phone at the end,
right.
So it's okay, it happened, but they're kind of still friends. Maybe they're not speaking to him, but they, if he needs him, they'll call him. They're not completely separated.
Right.
Whereas this one, he's snapped his fingers, people are starting to disintegrate. It's bro, you can't get out of that with the phone. So it's really good.
Oh, what really hit me was he was gonna call Captain America, but he didn't get the opportunity.
Yeah, he didn't get to call Captain America. Iron Man. He was going to call him.
Yeah,
drop the phone.
Bruce Banner did it.
Yeah,
instead.
Bruce Banner called. I was gonna say that Captain America doesn't even know that Iron Man was going to call him because he's now on Titan.
Yeah.
So But yeah, it was. I genuinely loved it. I've been thinking about it, and because I've let it set, so I saw it twice in one day, so I was still on the high. Yesterday we didn't do anything. We just let it sit.
Right.
And I am going to say now, I think it's better than Avengers 1.
Okay.
Having let it sit. I would watch it over Avengers 1. Right now, if you gave me both DVDs, I would totally watch Infinity War.
I see.
Right,
I agree.
And that's not just saying because it's it's really out right now, so you want to get on the hype train again, just watch it again. But in the future, if I'm feeling nostalgic, then I'll watch the first one.
Right.
But given the choice, I would just pick the
third
one.
Watch Infinity War.
Yeah, definitely. It's so good. Because I feel the same way watching it. Because I knew what was going to happen, but I was still. You still feel shocked, and the bit where Tom Holland disintegrates, you feel so sad. Apparently my sister was almost going to cry. I was very close to tears at that point. Ryan was oh my god, I was going to cry. So it's I
was almost in tears when Thanos was beating Iron Man.
Yes, yeah.
I was
because I was same. He went I wasn't as close as the Tom Holland bit, but he stabs him, and I was oh my god, no, is he dead? And then he wasn't. He was oh.
No, because I told you about that post I read.
Yeah, you told me about the post.
Someone on Facebook put a post that Iron Man would die in the movie.
Yeah.
Just to mess with whoever read it.
Just to mess with, yeah.
So I went into the movie thinking that Iron Man was gonna die.
Yeah.
So when that scene came up, I was oh no, please don't be true.
Yeah. and it was genuinely so good. If you haven't seen it, I don't know why you're still listening, but you should
be watching.
Go watch it. Anyone who has watched it, yeah, man, it's really
One
really
thing
good.
I didn't notice it when I watched it, but yesterday I was thinking,
right.
I don't feel like Captain America had that big of a
role.
Yeah.
Hang on, just before we get into it, we are nitpicking.
Yeah.
Because it's
so good
that you have to.
The only bad things are little things.
Like tiny little things, and you're gonna go, oh, you're nitpicking, and well, that's the point. Like
Yeah.
we are nitpicking. I'm admitting that we're nitpicking. It's like with Winter Soldier. You know, Winter Soldier's really good, but if you want to nitpick, why did he put it behind gum in a vending machine?
Yeah.
Anyone could have just gone to there,
right.
you know. So you got to think, like, you know, we are nitpicking. That does not mean it's not a good movie. It is a great movie. I don't know where it ranks on yours. Have you thought about it?
I have not thought about it.
Oh, right, okay. But anyway, back to the nitpicking.
Yeah.
You know, you're saying, yeah, no, I agree with you. He was in the train scene at the start.
Yeah.
But then he was the one that took them to Wakanda.
Yeah.
And then after that,
well, he did a lot, but it just doesn't feel like he did a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, but you got to think about it though. They're trying to fit everyone in, and it's not a Captain America movie, which you are a fan of. It is a Avengers movie. So, speaking of nitpicking, there's one scene in there that's actually pissed me off. I was just thinking about it, and I've watched it twice, and it's confirmed it. So Star-Lord is Star-Lord, Gamora, Mantis, and Drax go for the reality stone.
Right.
So they go to nowhere, and they.
They
walk in, and he ducks behind something,
right?
And then Drax falls over, whatever.
Right.
The Drax tries to go and kill Thanos, but then Mantis puts him to sleep, and he drops down. Right, and then Star-Lord says, "You go right, I'll go left."
Right.
And then Gamora doesn't listen and goes that way, and constantly he's like, "I said go right, I said go right." It's the wrong right.
What do you mean? He
says, so only you can see me, so unless anyone's watching, but basically, so he's ducked up against the thing,
right.
And he goes, right, you go right, I go left, and she walks that way. This is my right hand.
Maybe she goes around like that.
No, she goes that way. Oh. He's facing this way.
Is he?
She goes the wrong way. He doesn't say, he gets it wrong. He says go right. He says go right that way. He says that's right. That's not right. That's left. So either they've rotated the footage or he deliberately got it wrong. I don't know, but anyway. It just pisses me off a little bit because I saw it the first time and was like, oh, that's fine. And then I thought to myself, you know what? Does he? Because it would really annoy me if he didn't. And then I just watched it the other day and I was like, he got it wrong. He got it wrong. He got the left and right wrong. But yeah, that was I loved that bit. My favourite, fairly new character, Ebony Maw.
Yeah.
Which we've spoken about. I just loved Ebony Maw.
He was cool.
I hated that they killed him. They had to kill him, but I hated that they had to kill him. I loved him. He was so creepy.
He was.
And you were pointing out how creepy he was. It was because
it's the way he talked.
He had such a calm voice. It was like, we are children of Thanos, and it was a calm voice. While
he was torturing Doctor Strange.
Yeah, and it's like he's got a really calm voice, but then it's like, oh, I'm going to stab you with loads of needles, and then which is just polar opposites. And then there's the one bit where they're fighting in outside the Sanctum, and he pushes Doctor Strange up against the wall upside down, and then goes up to him and then tries to grab the stone, and Doctor Strange goes, oh, it's a curse, it's quite unbreakable, and then he just looks at him, and the most kind voice goes, then I will take it off your dead corpse, and it's like, damn! That's just intense. So he is just such a creepy character. Yeah. I would have liked to see more of him if they had a movie for him.
I wouldn't watch it.
I would totally watch it. He's so creepy. I want him to come back, to be honest. I just loved him. He was really good.
No. I just love that scene where Groot and Captain America first meet.
Oh yeah.
It's such a pure moment.
Yeah, so Groot, he goes, Thor goes, have you met my friend Tree? And then Groot goes, I am Groot.
And then Steve Rogers is like, I am Steve Rogers.
And it's just so...
He says such genuinely...
Yeah.
After
really happy.
After all that's happened and everything, he's still Steve Rogers at heart.
Yeah.
Which I love.
I quite like that teen Groot was doing the same movement that the first Groot was doing in the
Which
first
one?
film.
Oh,
In the first Guardians film, he like puts his hand through five
during that.
He puts
he
he puts his hand through like 3 villains at once and then like drags them side to side.
Around, yeah.
Whereas in this one, he puts his hand through 3 villains. Oh, he's my friend Tree,
right.
and it's like so he's doing something really.
He's
evil. He's like
them.
he's murdering these people all at the same time, and it's still such a pure moment, and it's just so nice. It's so good. It's so good.
When Red Skull showed up, I lost it.
It's not played by
It's not.
It's played by a different person.
Yeah.
It's who usually plays? It was Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving.
It's not played by Hugo Weaving. I don't know why Hugo Weaving did it. He did a very good job though. Like I couldn't tell the difference.
No, thing is, the guy who played him, I can't remember his name, but he's an actor.
He's known for doing impressions, and apparently he did a really.
He did such a good job.
He's so good. He did such a good job. It is. I mean, I didn't expect that.
No.
I mean, as much as I knew that he didn't die in the first Captain America. I knew he got sucked in because you see the blue light, and you never actually see him die. He only just gets sucked into the test. So I knew he would or might show up. But the point when I saw it, I was like, I don't know who that is. And then he showed up, and I was like, okay, I didn't expect that. So
yeah. No, I still think that's a throwback to Nick Fury. Because in the original Sin storyline, when he steals when he steals the Watcher's eye and kills him, he's punished by the Council of Watch. I don't know who he's punished by, but he's basically stuck on the moon. Okay. Just like Red Skull was, this cloaked figure, like a Dementor.
Yeah.
And just forced to watch everything that's happening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just love that scene, to be honest. It's so good. The place as well, Vormir, I checked. It's called Vormir. I mean, I would set that as like any wallpaper because it is.
Oh, that was such a heavy scene.
I mean, it was a heavy scene. But
like, you don't love anything, and then he's
he's like, oh no, but I love you. Throw her off the cliff, and it's. I hate that we don't get to see her actually hit the ground, but again, it's a 12A, so it makes sense. But it's a heavy scene. It's a heavy scene. But again, I would totally set that as a wallpaper. I hope they release a wallpaper like that.
I mean,
it looks so cool that you got the river, the water with the hills.
I mean, when the movie comes out, you can just take a screenshot of it.
Well, true, yeah. I'm gonna get like 4K, and then we'll get a screenshot, and then we'll get like a nice high quality screenshot. It just looks so cool.
It did look nice.
It looked very, very nice. Unless they make like a moving one, like on Android devices, that'd be cool.
Like they do with the Thor thing, where he's coming in from Ragnarok, where the army of the undead is coming, and he's coming from the corner, and it's got lightning.
He's like there, but the lightning's moving. Yeah, it's like a live wallpaper. That would be quite nice actually, because I do like that. So maybe the water rippling a little bit. It'd be really nice. I love that setting. But yeah, Vormir is what it's called. But yeah, you telling me on the tube on the. Back the other day that there was you had a problem with Stormbreaker, the hammer.
Yeah, I mean
the axe. Sorry,
it's not so much the actual weapon; it's just the name. Because Stormbreaker is historically Beta Ray Bill's weapon.
Yeah,
which is like an alien who's worthy of.
I had a look. Yeah.
Mjolnir. I mean, because the actual physical weapon is modeled after the Ultimate Thor's hammer, the Ultimate Mjolnir. Yeah. Which I get why they called it Stormbreaker, because they can't just call it Mjolnir again.
Yeah.
Mjolnir.
I was joking that they should just call it Mjolnir 2. It'd just be weird to be honest.
I was so
Mjolnir Mark 2.
Like before they revealed that it was Stormbreaker like months ago, I was really hoping that they'd get Yarbjorn.
Yeah, you were saying Yarbjorn.
His magical axe.
But I think Yarbjorn would be harder for kids to say, so they would sell less toys. Because they go, I want the Stormbreaker.
Harder than Mjolnir.
Well, true. Yeah, Yarbjorn might be easier. So yeah. Especially because the first Thor movie, no one could pronounce it. Yeah. So yeah.
And Yarbjorn is such a cool weapon. It's this heavy hammer. Axe. It's huge.
But Thor's scenes were really good.
The Thor arc
when he showed
so
up.
Good.
When he showed up.
Oh my god, that's when everything.
Oh my god,
that's when it started.
He got he got zapped in. With the
Bifrost.
From the Bifrost, because the
hammer,
axe can call the Bifrost.
It's an axe hammer.
It's an axe hammer. There you go. It's an axe hammer, and Mark Ruffalo goes, "Oh, you guys are so screwed now," and he just goes up into the air, glowing blue and everything, and it looks so cool, and then just drops down to the ground.
It's like in
decimates everyone.
It's like in the Lego games where he charges up and then...
Yeah. It's so cool. You liked Thor's look in this film.
I love Thor's look.
Yeah.
I still miss the long hair, but I can overlook that.
I prefer him without long hair, but I mean
that's like his classic look.
No, it is his classic look, but I think for the film it looks really, really good.
It does.
Yeah. I love it. Apparently, when they were producing the film, the directors, Joe and Anthony Russo, were like, you know what, we'll take... We basically, because in Thor 3, he had a new attitude. Yeah. Right? But apparently they haven't used much of that attitude. They haven't carried it across.
I mean, there are still elements of it.
There's still elements of it,
which I like.
Yeah.
Which I like. Because Thor 3, I liked his new lighter comedic attitude, but I feel like sometimes they went too far. Yeah. I feel like this time they got a good balance of it.
Yeah. Because he's still quite...
He's still
like... he's like up there. He's still quite... I'm Thor. Yeah. You know, I am the god of thunder.
He takes himself
but he's still down to earth a little bit, and I think it is a good combination. While I still...
Especially after, like, his world has just been completely destroyed.
Yeah, he's so good. The bit where he just goes up to Gamora with the... I understand that you got family members and stuff like that.
I thought they were going to have like an argument.
Everyone thought they were going to have an argument. Everyone in the cinema started laughing at that point because it's just you thought he was going to have an argument and stuff. So the game that Groot plays constantly, it's about defending the Earth from invasion of space.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know.
It's like an Atari game. I'm not sure what it is again. I think it's called like Earth Defenders or Space Defenders or something. But it's basically the storyline. It's like the whole plot in a nutshell. So it's pretty funny. But yeah, there was just so many good scenes in that film.
I actually quite liked Scarlet Witch in this one, as compared to the other movies.
We were talking. I personally
he actually was like doing stuff.
Yeah. I don't like Scarlet Witch as a character anyway in the MCU. I find her really annoying and problematic, and she is just the reason for everyone's problems, right? And I still feel that in this film, but she was better in this film than any other two films that she was in before. You thought that the most useless character in this film was Vision.
Absolutely.
Can agree with you there. He could have done some stuff.
Vision is...
He didn't use... I think he used his... You know how he can create a beam from the... He used it like once in the first scene in Scotland where he gets attacked, and then never again.
He gets stabbed once and then that's it.
Yeah, he gets stabbed like once in that first scene, and then... I think he might fix himself after that, but then no, actually, he doesn't.
He didn't fix it. He was like clutching his.
Yeah, there you go. He can't. There you go. Then he gets hurt.
I thought like as Vision being like what he is, he can like repair himself.
See, but I think that's what they were talking about. They said he said that he was stabbed.
Oh right.
But then he was like, I can't phase. I can't re-heal or anything. And they were like, she was like, I didn't know that was even possible. Although she did start doing some weird red stuff to him, and
she kind of like mended him, but like not enough. I guess.
So then, like, why couldn't she mend him on the plane to Wakanda completely, and then he's like all powerful again? Like,
I guess
because she's useless. She is a problem.
I think she can mend him to some degree, but not like enough to like actually get him fighting.
Yeah. But again, I agree with you there. I think Vision was the most useless one in the film.
He could have done so much more.
He could have.
Vision is supposed to have that, like...
Well, I was going to say no, because Shuri's messing with the stone or whatever, right? And then she drops everything really quickly, grabs the gauntlet and thingy, right? And then Vision doesn't get up and help her. He waits until he's attacked. Yeah. You know, and it's like, just turn around and blast your laser beam. But no, you have to wait for someone to come and then engage in hand-to-hand combat. No. Like, what's the point? So, he did kill one of the Dark Order, but...
He killed
a little too late.
Slave,
yeah.
Oh, that scene where... Black Widow and Okoye were fighting Proxima Midnight, and then she just like kicks her into the grinder. Oh my god,
that was so good. It's genuinely so good.
What was those like?
They were like those weird saw things. Set like they were like
these giant wheels that were just crushing through the ground.
Grinder blades, just like.
She just like throws under one of those.
She does her signature move of picking up the whatever object it is and lifting it up really quickly. Yeah. Right, which is what she does in Civil War. Yeah. She picks it up and it just so happens that she gets killed because of the thing that the weird sword thing that jumps over the top.
Such a good scene. I love that.
Yeah, it was actually
That was
really good. It was really good. There was no Hawkeye. There was no Ant-Man.
No Ant-Man.
They did lie to us. They told us that Hawkeye and Ant-Man would be in the film.
They said they'd have plans.
They have plans for them. The key thing is that they said they have plans. So obviously, best guess is they're either going to be an Ant-Man and the Wasp. Well, Ant-Man's obviously going to be an Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I don't know Hawkeye.
I don't think so. I don't think
but they're definitely going to be.
He's definitely confirmed.
They were probably all going to be in number 4. The Seed.
Apparently, Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne are also in Avengers 4.
No, oh yeah, we know that. We know that one. Yeah, definitely. But I was going to say the scene where they're all running in slow motion in the trailer.
Yeah, that wasn't in.
That was. The thing is, there's a Hulk in the background of that.
Yeah,
and so
the whole idea, the whole Hulk arc in this movie was that he couldn't turn into the Hulk.
Yeah, so it was clear that scene was created for the trailer.
I just feel like if what was his name? Cull Obsidian just came up to Bruce Banner and just smashed into a building, I feel like he would have turned into the Hulk.
Yeah, it's like the thing where he jumps out of the ship and lands on the Rainbow Road.
I feel like that messed him up.
What? Where he
fell onto the
Rainbow Road and died.
Yeah.
And then somehow he's still alive. I
feel like that's the bit that messed.
I don't know. I think what it is because Hulk gets into the fight with Thanos.
Right.
And I think Hulk gets scared of Thanos at that point.
Maybe.
So Hulk doesn't want to come out. I think that's what happened. I personally think...
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think Hulk's scared of Thanos, even though Thanos wasn't there in the final battle.
Because he's still able to turn into Hulk. It's just the Hulk is resisting.
Like half of it, and he's like, turn into the Hulk. He's like, no. Like, why no?
Because he doesn't want to fight Thanos.
Because he doesn't want to... Yeah, if someone stabs Mark Ruffalo, then the Hulk would have to come out, because otherwise... Hulk would die too, so that would make sense.
Right.
But from a purely survival standpoint,
right.
the Hulk isn't going to come out because he's scared of Thanos. I reckon that's the point. That's why he didn't come out. So I reckon that scene where they're running, complete bullcrap. They just came up with that for the trailer. Yeah, they'll put that because again, you got to think about it. The Hulk is in that scene, right? So they're all running, but nowhere in that whole arc is there going to be a Hulk until maybe after that scene. But he's not because he's still in the armor. Speaking of nitpicking against the armor,
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, we were watching it, and so you know how Hulkbuster is like a guy inside a suit. Right, standard.
Right.
So it's Tony Stark inside an Iron Man suit inside the Hulkbuster, which is cool. That was the whole point of the film, right? If you look online at an image, you can just about see his head popping out the top. It's quite small. But in this movie, the way they CGI'd it, it was very weird. Mark Ruffalo was in the suit, but his head was way too big, and it was just really off-putting.
Especially in that scene where he's just in the background and Captain America's...
Well, I mean, there's two scenes where you see it. The first scene is where he goes, "Oh my god, you guys are so screwed," and then you can let it slide because you can't see the whole suit. Right. You can just see the top bits. Okay, maybe from the angle his head looks a little bit bigger. Cool, that's fine. But then in the final scene, there's like a final scene where Captain America's like, "Oh god." And then everyone's like in a line, like, all like, "Oh no, we're gonna die" or whatever. And he's just in the back in the Hulkbuster outfit, and his head's poking out the top. Yeah. But his head is the same size as Rhodey's head, who's like standing like 2 meters in front of him, and it's like prospectively that wouldn't make any sense. Like that means that he's actually the size of the Hulk, like in real life. That he's not. It's they need to CGI the head a little bit down, and
another thing didn't make sense. Where do they get the Hulkbuster to Wakanda? How do they get it to Wakanda?
This is it. We were talking as well about deleted scenes and stuff they might have deleted. And if you watch the trailer, there is a scene in the trailer.
Like working on.
Well, he's just standing there. I don't know what he's doing, like messing with a pen or something. But in the on the background or next to him, he's got
the arm,
like an arm. Yeah, the arm next to him, right?
Yeah.
So we're thinking that is the scene where they call the Hulkbuster armor. I mean, all he has to do is have a direct connection to Friday.
Which I think
all he's got to do is like ring a number.
I'm pretty sure like the Quinjet probably has.
Yeah, or he just has to call. Like Tony probably set up a relay where he just calls.
Yeah.
Because like Tony goes, "Send me number 17A," and then like the Spider-Man armor comes out. But like he could just like call up the base and go, "Send me like Veronica," and then the Hulkbuster armor comes out. So I reckon that's quite simple. It would have been nice for them to put that little scene in, maybe. But just to add a little bit more. It is a long film though, but it's a long film. But I didn't I didn't.
I never got bored.
I never got bored, and I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
So, like, in my eyes, I don't like Avatar because it's really long. And I'm watching it, I'm just like, bro, move quicker, speed it up, please. You don't need to do this. With this film, as we were saying in the mini episode, the pacing.
The thing is, there's
really
so much going on.
There's so much going on.
That you have to, like, fit it all in.
You have to, you need it. You need it to be that as long as it is, and they did a very good job with the pacing, and I think that was really good. So. Yeah.
Well, how long do you think like the original cut must have been?
Well, this one's 2.5 hours, roughly, like very close to 2.5 hours. They've stated that I think a couple of months ago it was over 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So I think it might have been like about
2 hour 40 maybe.
2 hour 40 maybe. Let's go with that. So that was probably had the scenes with like the Hulkbuster in it and stuff, and maybe it had the scene where they're all running, but the Hulk had been digitally edited to be the Hulkbuster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe that actually had the scene where they were running, but it
I
wasn't
really
the Hulk,
thought
so
at some point
they put that scene in.
Those aliens were gonna like completely like climb onto the Hulkbuster and like knock him down. There's just gonna be like a whole pile of them.
Yeah.
The Hulk would just break out.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. A similar thing. People just piling onto something and then the person goes, ah! It's got to be in a film. I'm pretty... No, they did that in Thor 3?
Did they?
I'm pretty sure they did.
In the end, on the bridge.
In the end on the bridge, like all the people...
and then he
then he went, and then they all got lightning shock. So I think they've already used that move, so... I don't think they would use it again.
Maybe.
But yeah, I get what you mean. Like they look like the actual creatures that were, they're
actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like them.
They're
scary.
I didn't get why they started. I didn't understand because I know there's like a force field right around Wakanda, and then the woman goes, "Oh, they're killing themselves," and it's like, yes, they are. But how did those creatures know that if they continually bombard it, they'll get through?
Oh, they don't. It's just animal instinct.
But it was really freaky because they were going through and getting like limbs chopped off and slowly dying, and then she was like, "Oh my god, they're killing each other." Then Proxima mid like smiles, and then they get through the gate, and it's like, well, no, you could not have known that. You know, you couldn't have known that they were going to get through eventually. So,
I mean, they just pushed through. They were trying everything they could.
Yeah.
Amazing. Those creatures are basically mindless.
Yeah.
So I mean, they don't have like consciousness.
No, true. They do whatever they want. Yeah. Get through. They were just told attack, and then
they're actually like people that Thanos has kidnapped over the years and just like genetically modified to be like that.
Oh, alright, okay. This isn't like in the comics.
Oh, this is just no. It's just, yeah.
Oh, did you read the backstory? I didn't read Thanos' backstory. I mean, they tell you it basically, but I'm just.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's just what they are.
Yeah.
Similar to Darkseid in Justice League. Those parademons are basically just people he's kidnapped.
Steppenwolf.
Sorry?
Steppenwolf.
What about Steppenwolf?
Well, you said Darkseid.
Yeah.
Are they Darkseid?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
No, Darkseid is like the main guy.
No, I know Darkseid's the main guy, but I thought the parademons were Steppenwolves.
No, Darkseid, they're both.
Okay. Right, I was just wondering, because yeah, but that's fine. Yeah. I'm gonna go and see the film in total probably 5 times booked already, so I basically there's this promotion going on where they're giving away these posters, and I want all 5 posters, and they're doing it over consecutive weeks so that they make you come back and watch the film. So I've already seen it twice, so I got 2 of the posters. You've seen it. You got both the posters. Twice. Quite good.
I got 2 posters.
So the posters we've got so far are the Iron Man posters. We've got Iron Man, Doctor Strange on it,
Wong,
Spider-Man, Wong's on it as well, and then we've also got a Guardians of the Galaxy one that's also got like Thor on it as well.
Yeah.
So we've got those two. Those 2 go together. Next week they're gonna give out.
Captain America.
They give out the one with Hulk on it and all Captain America on it. So Captain America's got like Black Panther on it.
No, Black Panther's on the other one.
Is Black Panther on the Hulk one?
I think so.
Well, either way, they're on one of them, and so it's, you got all the characters on there, and then the final one is Thanos. The final one has got Thanos on
Just
it,
in the middle,
and that's the week after that. So I want to collect all of them. I want to get them framed, and I want to put them on my wall. I've
already stuck them on my wall.
Oh, you stuck your 2 on your wall already. I'm waiting to get them all so I can buy the frames, and we need to go pick up the frames, by the way. So yeah, but I think they look really cool. They're like silhouettes. Yeah, they just give away free when you're at Odeon. Yeah. So they did for Age of Ultron, they had the 3D glasses, but they were different. Each character had a different pair of 3D glasses. Okay. So you could get Iron Man 3D glasses, Ultron 3D glasses, Vision 3D glasses. Like you could get a different kind of 3D glasses every time you went. They didn't do one of those this year. It's just more of a present. I wouldn't have minded. I would have actually got the whole collection of the, if they had. So yeah, I was quite surprised. But you know, it's pretty good. So yeah, we might go watch it again.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think I will
probably
watch
if
it
if we want to go 4DX. 4DX should be good. So that's like the movement, water, scent. I think it sounds really gimmicky, but you said it's pretty good. So.
It's pretty good, but I don't know.
Well, we don't know if we don't try.
Yeah.
And this film definitely will be pretty good in that. Well, hopefully it is. So
yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. Speaking about more bits in the film.
Yeah.
My sister was talking. My sister rang me up yesterday and was talking a little bit about some of the things that happened. So one of them is Tom Holland, or Spider-Man, was the only one that could feel that he was about to be disintegrated.
I feel like his disintegration process was longer than others.
It was, definitely. Obviously that was for the emotional
thing, yeah.
But also, is it because of his spidey sense?
Or it could just be the fact that he's physically disintegrating and he can
no,
feel
I mean, like, no, because you gotta think about it, right? On the bus,
yeah,
his hair goes
right.
up, spider sense, he can
right.
sense there's something bad happening. But then, like, okay, now in the final battle, when everyone's disintegrating, Black Panther is reaching for whoever and starts to disintegrate.
Right.
He doesn't feel he's about to disintegrate, he just starts to disintegrate. So Scarlet Witch disintegrates, everyone disintegrates, you know, Star-Lord disintegrates, you know, Spider-Man goes, I don't feel too good, before he started disintegrating, maybe. Then hugs Tony Stark, then starts to disintegrate. Yeah, so does that prove he has Spidey sense, basically?
Well, we know he has Spidey sense.
Well, we know it, but they've never explicitly said it in the films. So
no, that's the thing. Before this movie, they said that he hasn't used his Spidey sense before.
Right.
But like we saw it on the bus that he
does have. He definitely has it. So it's confirmed he has it. Maybe that's the reason his secrets was dragged out a little bit longer, because he knew something was happening to him. Right. So his Spidey sense was right. And then another bit as well is it's all about Loki, because my sister's devastated Loki died. I'm devastated Loki died. I didn't want him to die. I love Loki as a character.
I mean, yeah, but
I think he's good as a bad guy and a good guy. You think he's at the end of his?
I thought he should have been done like way back.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him, but I feel like he's overused. And I feel like he's put on this pedestal, like he's this great guy, and like he killed people.
I mean, everybody does think he is one of the best villains in most films, but obviously now Thanos has taken over as a really good villain. But you know, up until this point, like he's better than Ultron as a villain. Everyone's saying so. Yeah. But the question my sister was posing is, he's originally a frost giant,
right?
So when Odin sees him, he's blue.
Yeah.
So what turns him white?
His illusion thing.
What illusion thing?
Because he's like the god of mischief in that.
Right, so he has the illusion thing. Yeah. So when Thanos snapped his neck, why didn't he turn blue?
Shit. Maybe he didn't. Maybe it's. I don't know.
Maybe he's not dead.
Well, we know he's dead.
I mean, well, we think he's dead, but he didn't turn blue. That's what. My sister was like, "Why didn't he turn blue?" And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why he didn't turn blue. He probably shouldn't have turned blue. If it's his illusion thing, then yeah. But here's the thing, that we never ever see him turn blue until he's holding that weird block thing in the first film. Then he turns blue and he's using it. So.
And when he faked his death in the second Thor, he turned blue.
Did he turn blue?
He did.
When he died?
Yeah.
He didn't turn blue. He went really pale.
Yeah.
Didn't turn blue. As far as I saw, after seeing it twice, he didn't turn blue. If I go again, well, I am going again. I will have a look. I'm pretty sure he doesn't turn blue. So maybe he's not dead.
Maybe. I want him to be dead.
I don't want him to be dead, but that's just because I love Loki. Yeah. I mean, that's just, you know, get you thinking, isn't it? Like, why didn't he turn blue? In terms of like people they kill off in the film, they kill off Heimdall really quickly.
Yeah, I was like, nah, man, why Heimdall, man?
Why Heimdall? But then they quickly replaced him with an axe. So because the whole point was that he could call the Bifrost, and that was the point. But and then they were just like, oh, here's an axe that can also call the Bifrost. So why not, you know? So yeah, there you go. This film did prove that everything was linked.
Yeah.
You weren't sure. You thought some maybe they're in parallel universe.
Yeah.
Well, not parallel universe, but it was somewhere else, like in different realms. But I mean, they are in different realms, but all the realms are connected in space. Right. So yeah, this film does prove that, which is fine. Yep. Again, I didn't understand why the ships were shaped like circles.
I mean, Thanos like circles.
But probably a throwback.
Like his grinder things are also circles.
Yeah. I didn't get it. I was like,
maybe it's aerodynamic where you're from.
What, to have the circles, ships, and I know they come up like that at the bottom, which is quite cool. But
maybe that's like the principal design on Titan.
The Thor's eye theory, which is that they'll CGI everything out in the trailers, was true. Clearly, they've CGI'd in a Hulk. In that one scene, they've CGI'd in an eye patch in the scene where he's with Rocket and he's just got an eye put in.
Right.
And they CGI'd out some of the stones as well. So the bit where Captain America grabs it. I did watch that scene again, by the way. Like just the one in the trailer. He's only got two stones, but in the actual movie, he's got like he's got 5 stones, but you can't see that in the actual clip. So you've definitely got to be, take what you watch in the trailers with a pinch of salt. I think that's pretty good though. There was actually kind of, in my eyes, a little bit of a giveaway.
Okay.
That he would get all the stones,
yeah.
And this was in the Lego sets.
All right.
And you're gonna be like, how do you know in the Lego sets? Well, in the Lego sets, they did what I call the Atlantis problem, which is they did this thing called Lego Atlantis, where they had like an underwater kingdom, and in every single one you got a different colour disc. Do you remember the different colour discs?
I haven't used Lego Atlantis before.
But do you know of Lego Atlantis?
Yeah, I know.
So in each set you got like a different colour disc, and they tell you, so in one set you get a red one, in one set you get an orange one, in one set you get like a green one, and they made this one kit at the end that was the portal to Atlantis. And what you had to do was get all 5 discs, put them into it, so you had to buy all the other sets, turn the thing and it would open. That was how it worked. In this case, they released a set with Thanos in it and an Infinity Gauntlet. And then they released 6 other sets, and in each set there was an Infinity Stone, and each Infinity Stone was different colours. And
the idea
that
was
kind of proves, you build the gauntlet essentially out of Lego. Well, it's tiny little gauntlet. It's a minifigure size, right? So the stones were really tiny, but the idea was that you put them in the gauntlet and you'd have like the full gauntlet. So I think that was a little bit of a giveaway that he would get every stone in that one film, because it was obviously Lego sets aren't always correct. Right. They tend to mix characters and stuff, so they don't give away point to the film. But the fact that the stones were there were, to me, when I saw it, was like, are they pandering to fans just by putting all the stones in? But then they can't.
Actually,
But or is it actually in the film? And it was. So yeah, I think that was a little bit of a giveaway there. I do hope Lego build a. Lego have already made like a proper collection series. They've got a Helicarrier, which I got. It's about and Age of Ultron armor, the Hulkbuster armor, which again I got. That was really cool. So I hope they make either an Infinity Gauntlet or like a Thanos.
All right.
Out of Lego.
You know what I really want? An actual like scaled Milano.
Okay.
The ship from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, you want like a proper
one,
like a collector's, like the Helicarrier.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be quite cool. Because I've got like little tiny ones. I just got some free ones.
Right.
They were like, oh, here's a Milano.
I really feel like, you know how I said in the movie, when we were watching the movie, the Milano looks a bit
red,
more orange or red than usual.
That was just because of the 3D.
But I looked at the Lego set.
Yeah.
And it's orange. Milano.
It's orange it should be, isn't it?
No, it's just orange.
Oh, it's not even blue?
No blue.
Oh. Which set was this?
The Milano set in...
with the stone?
For Infinity War.
It comes with the stone?
Yeah.
Well. Oh, right, okay.
So
because the mini one that I got is blue and red. Blue and orange, sorry.
Yeah, because in the first and second Guardians, it's blue and orange.
Well, I was going to say, because I ordered the Hulkbuster armor, and with it I got a free Milano, little mini Milano, and that was the right colour, so I would assume maybe they did some renovations and fixed it. So, I mean, he did renovate it in Volume 2.
Yeah.
So maybe he just removed all the blue.
Maybe.
But
Maybe
it still looked pretty good though.
It still looks great.
Yeah. The bubble scenes were really good.
Oh my god, that was such an intense scene.
Yes, he was like, "Oh, you're gonna kill her," and
like, do it, boy.
And then he pulls the trigger. He musters up the courage to do it.
Yeah.
And this is one point where, again, I'm going with I happen to hate Scarlet Witch,
right?
And that she's problematic. So, like in the first film, in the first film she's in, which is Age of Ultron, she lets Tony take the scepter, right? Which causes Ultron. Okay, then she like goes with Ultron. Okay, for like half the movie, right? And then she's like in a containment unit at the end, and she's all like, "Oh no, I don't want to go out there." And then like Hawkeye has to give her a pep talk, and it's like, bro, pull your crap together, okay? You know.
I mean, she is.
She's just
she is young, and she doesn't really know what.
I know, but like you know,
and she's really scared of her abilities.
It's not fair anymore, right? It's like, okay, right? And in Civil War, right? She is the reason Civil War happened, right? If she hadn't lifted Punisher up...
It was a split-second thought. She didn't really...
Why lift him up, though? She could have just made a barrier. Like, in Incredibles.
And we know she doesn't have full control of her powers.
No, because she does this. Makes a barrier. And then does that and pushes him upwards. And it's like, you could have just not pushed him upwards and save the rest of the movie.
No, because you see, it was gonna. He still had him in the containment barrier, and it still blew up.
Right. Okay. Well, she could have moved him in any other direction, right? You know, she could have moved him at a diagonal.
Again, a split-second thought. She didn't know where. She didn't see the building.
Yeah. And then she pushes like Vision through the floor in that film. That's just like, you know, why?
Because Vision didn't want to fight back.
And you know, she's the reason that Vision accidentally hits Rhodey, and she's just so problematic. And in this film, is she problematic? Yes. Why? Because she couldn't be bothered to kill Vision, you know. And it's like if Star-Lord, right, has the guts to pull the trigger, right, and kill Gamora. Okay, he didn't kill Gamora because of the bubbles, but the fact that he had the guts to pull the trigger, right, should show you. Whereas she, even at the end of the film, when he was about to attack, didn't even have the bloody guts to blow, the stone up. Yeah. He had to tell her, blow the stone up, blow the stone up. You know, she could have destroyed the stone at the start of the movie.
Right.
Boom, would have been fine, you know. But no, she cared more about, Vision's well-being. And okay, it's good that you tried, but instead of like trying, you could have just destroyed the stone. Yeah. You know.
I really thought Thanos was gonna kill her while she was like fighting him up and trying to break the stone.
I mean, I would have liked that.
Like she just like a close up of her, like doing her thing, and then like
Thanos was going, nah, bro, bang. Thanos does have the power to beat her now because her powers are from the stone.
Yeah, she's channeling powers of the stone.
But if he has the actual stone, you can just kill her. Yeah. So I was happy when she disintegrated in the end. I was like, woo!
One other thing I didn't. It's not really a bad thing. It's just different. Thanos' motivation for doing what he's doing.
Oh, you don't like that?
Because in the comics, he's doing everything to win over the physical embodiment of death.
Right.
He's like, okay, if I kill half the universe,
I get where I don't get where you're coming from. I think in the opposite way. I think the one in the comics just sounds stupid. The idea behind it is like, oh, he's killing half the universe to impress a girl. What's the point? Whereas this one, he's like, I think it makes sense because he's like, it happened on my planet.
Right.
If we didn't kill half the population, we would have died. And then he goes and does it to Gamora's planet. And it works.
Oh, it works.
And he goes, it actually works. And he's like, okay, I understand this now. I want to survive in the universe. I want everyone else to survive in the universe. The only way I can do that is to kill half the universe. So I totally get where he's coming from. He's like Greenpeace.
I told this to my friend, and she said, okay, why didn't he just double the universe's resources then? If he has the stones, if he can warp reality, why doesn't he just double resources?
What, like use the reality stone to alter reality and make it better?
Yeah.
Like, I get where you're coming from, but again, I think he just loves death as well in a way, so he wants to kill.
He loves death.
Yeah, he loves death, yeah. No, I mean, I don't know, I think he...
And I love the fact in the comics that although Thanos loves death, and he wants to be with death, Death loves Deadpool.
Yes, you're saying, yeah.
And then Thanos puts a curse on Deadpool that he can never die. Yeah. So he can never be with her.
Yeah, you're saying, yeah.
I just think it's just the pinnacle of evil.
It's quite evil. Yeah, I get you. I get where you're coming from. Deadpool 2, in my eyes, looks really good. The trailers are actually. I'm pumped from them. I watched the trailers. I'm like, I'm pumped. Peter, what a G.
Yeah,
I love Peter.
I just don't get why Deadpool is trying to save that kid.
Maybe we'll understand it in the film.
Like,
there will probably be a
why
reason.
does he care that some Terminator like guy is coming to kill this one guy? Like, the Deadpool I know would step aside and let him do it.
Yeah, no, I totally get you. There's got to be a reason. There has to be a reason. I think they'll tell us the reason in the film.
I hope they do, because otherwise they'll just be pretty stupid.
Yeah, but they better tell us the reason. But even still, it's going to be action-packed and stuff.
But I hope that
John Wick director knows what he's doing.
I hope they don't rely on just the action.
No,
I hope they don't butcher. I hope they have a good story.
It's got to be a good story.
Last time I didn't quite like the story.
Oh, did you not?
It was kind of boring.
I mean, I like the story. The one thing I didn't like
guy was really boring.
Okay, right.
It was so boring.
I mean, I like the story. The only thing I didn't like, and I did actually make a video about it when it came out, I didn't like it was non-linear.
I like that.
It would kind of jump around. I get why they did it, because he's a non-linear character.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense for them to constantly jump around.
I love non-linear movies. Because then in the end they'll piece together and then you can make sense of that.
I get that. I totally get that. But in my eyes, for the story that they were telling, I don't think the non-linear aspect worked.
I see.
I
feel like that could have changed the story.
Perfect story for non-linear action. Have you heard of a film called Shorts?
Shorts.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Basically, it's this one film. It's a kids film made like ages ago. It's made by the guy that made Spy Kids. Right.
Okay.
It's crazy, right? I'm not saying you should go and watch it. I'm just saying if you're a fan like non-linear, right? So what happens is they find this stone, right? And this stone it's a wishing rock, and they can wish for anything they want, right? And at the start of the film, he goes, I'm telling you this story, but I'm so confused about the story that I might accidentally put it in the wrong order. So I'm going to have to tell you in a series of shorts. So he has like different stories that, if you watch them all in the right order, would make sense as a movie, but they will focus on different people at different times, and they're in a mixed up order, and it's really cool. It actually makes sense. Like the first one, like the first bit that's supposed to happen doesn't happen until like
later on,
like middle of the movie, but the ending does happen at the end. But like you piece it together and you understand. You go, okay, so that's where the stone came from, and this is where that, and you get it. And it's I
see what you mean with that.
If you want to watch a non-linear movie, that is a very good non-linear movie. Shorts. I'll download it if you want. We'll watch it.
Sounds like a good movie.
It's very weird, and the CGI is okay. It's very weird, but if you're a fan of non-linear, you'll have a good time with it. It's very weird, but I recommend it for non-linear. It's quite cool. That kind of story works because that's the kind of story where you can understand everything individually, and when you do piece it together, it makes sense. Like, you just have to take stuff for granted. Right. You have to take stuff for granted that there is a wishing rock.
Right.
He just goes, I find a wishing rock. And they don't tell you how he found it until the next bit. But, like, in Deadpool, it was either too non-linear or not non-linear enough. So,
there were bits where
it starts in the middle and then jumps back. And then goes back to the middle, and then jumps back to just after the point where it just jumped back to, and then goes back to the middle, then does that bit again, and then carries on from that one point. So it's like,
I don't feel like Deadpool 2 is gonna go with a non-linear.
No, I think
it looks like it's gonna be
linear. Yeah. It does make sense to be linear.
Because this movie,
why would it be flashing back?
Yeah, because this movie looks like it has a direction.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
like he's trying to do whatever he can to save
that kid.
Then, still, right now, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, this makes sense. Speaking of, back to Infinity War.
Right.
Another thing that my sister said was, what if the opposite happened in the end? All the people that disintegrated were actually still alive, and they're showing us all the people that's still dead.
What do you mean?
So, like, the people that are dead are the ones that we can see. And the people that disintegrated are the ones that still are alive.
How does that make sense?
Well, like, the people that disintegrated are, like, on a different ethereal plane now. They're like, oh, you know, we're disintegrated. But, like, what if it's the opposite? So, like, what if Steve Rogers disintegrated?
Okay.
But we're seeing it from Steve Rogers' point of view. Where he thinks everyone else is disintegrated.
I don't get it.
Did you get it?
No, I don't get it.
So, okay, if I disintegrate, if I die, if I disintegrate now, right, and the camera's still here, we'll see it from your point of view. But what if you were the one that disintegrated, but because the camera's still with you?
I get it. I get it. No, I don't think.
I think that's way far fetched. That's really far fetched.
Because why would he? Because that means that everyone's still alive.
Well, half the people are still alive.
But then, how were
on a different? Yeah, it would be weird.
Stupid.
It would be very weird. It would be very weird. But
no, they're dead. They're dead.
They're dead. Yeah, they're dead. It would be very weird. But I was just posing it as a thing. What do we think number 4 is going to be called?
I saw a post where some guy said, "Oh, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who said that it's going to be called Endgame." I'm like.
Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. I wouldn't mind actually saying Avengers Endgame. Woo! It sounds pretty cool. It does make sense because Doctor Strange does say we're in the Endgame now to him, so it would be kind of okay, that makes sense. Avengers Endgame. My sister said that she knows an idiot that was like, it's called Avengers Disassemble, and I was like,
no.
If they call it Avengers Disassemble, I'm gonna like beat someone up because that's just a terrible name.
It's a good name. It's just it doesn't fit with this movie.
I'm really confused actually about the first Avengers because it was advertised as Avengers Assemble, but when I had a look on the movie database, it's called Avengers.
In the UK, it's called Avengers Assemble.
Right.
Everywhere else, it's called Avengers.
Ah, okay, right. Why did they do that?
Because apparently there's a show in the UK called The Avengers, and people didn't want to be confused.
Yes, there is actually. Yeah, you're correct. There is. It's about like
some spies.
Some spy stuff. They're like old timey spies or whatever. So yeah, no, I actually made that mistake. I've been like scrolling out. Oh, the Avengers is like click it and like some weird show, and I'm like, what's this? Ain't the Avengers? And it's like, oh yeah, no, this isn't even a movie channel. Like, why am I? You know, I should have seen it. So I should be looking for Avengers Assemble. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That makes sense. See, so Avengers Endgame does sound quite cool.
It does sound pretty good, but it sounds like. Yeah.
It sounds like it could totally be true though. Like not Avengers Disassemble. No. That's just weird.
I mean, yeah.
Avengers Endgame. I mean,
because this movie needs to be, the comeback from everything that's happened. This movie, Infinity War was, we messed up. Infinity War
was right. We tried. We hate Scarlet Witch. We need to fix everything and kill her at the same time. No. I hate her.
If we kill Vision, no. What if we just get rid of both of them?
Yeah. Oh, I don't care. You know what? I don't care how much collateral it takes. Yeah, just get rid of Scarlet Witch. Okay. Like I don't care if the whole universe has to die. Okay.
No, I still like Scarlet Witch. I stand behind that.
Right. Okay. I stand behind Thanos at the end of this movie because she disintegrated, and Thanos is my hero for making her disintegrate. So yeah. But yeah, like I'm really happy with the movie. I thought it came out
turned
amazingly.
out really well.
We're gonna go watch it again.
Yep.
Like it's so good. You still haven't made a decision about where it is in your list?
No.
Okay. I mean, I'm still. It's definitely again. It's
definitely up there.
I mean, my 2 favorite comic book movies, superhero movies, not including the movie called Superhero Movie, which I love. It's got to be. I love The Dark Knight.
Right.
And I love. Well, I love The Dark Knight. I love Avengers. I love Doctor Strange. And I love Thor Ragnarok. But again, I've already stated that this film goes above Avengers Assemble, so it's definitely up there for me with Dark Knight and the first Avengers. So I mean, it'd be very hard to decide between those two. But yeah, Avengers, Infinity War, loved it. It was just amazing, and definitely gonna go watch it again. So yeah, that's it then.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want us to talk more about Avengers, we probably could.
We probably could. I mean, there's
so much to unpack. We've spoken a lot. We can just let us know by going to the link in the description for the YouTube channel and commenting on the videos. I'm pretty happy to have watched it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm gonna go watch it again.
A friend of mine said he thought it was just okay.
Okay. A friend
then
of
again,
mine.
he is a DC fan, so.
Oh right, there you go. A friend of mine has a friend that was
Right.
like, I hated it. And
But
I was like, bro, what is your problem? How can you can't hate it? There was like there's like stuff in there that you just can't hate. I think
Yeah.
there's gonna be stuff in there that you just can't hate. There's like
So much.
yeah. But there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed us doing like a movie thing, like we did, we had a pre-show, we had the like reaction right after we watched it, and we had the end show like this. Then let us know. We might do it for Deadpool or whatever movie you want. You know, just let us know. And yeah, it should be pretty good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Paramveer.
I was Juan.
And this has been Midget Cast.
Woo.